Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jeng Angelo. Today, I am doing this show with a lot of concern because I am neither having a man or a woman on the show. What I'm doing today is a follow-up, which has turned out very bitter. I told you that every other time I bring a guest on board, and you show some interest, if the interest is not genuine, sooner or later, that level of interest will be vetted and it will be known whether you are genuine or not. Sometimes back, like let's say 6 months ago, I brought our very first guest who was a man and he was important. And when I brought him on the show, people were like, oh, so long as he's successful, he loves a woman, there are so many ways of showing romance, there are so many ways of making out. I am comfortable with him. So people sent him emails, and after sending him emails, he was able to choose and he narrowed down to one lady. And it has been a very serious emotional roller coaster for the guy because this lady is like, she doesn't have what we call EQ, emotional, no, EI, the emotional intelligence. And the lady is, in most times than not, obsessed with the guy's inability to perform than anything else. She is ready to overlook his success, his goodness as a man, for the incompetency and the inability to perform in bed. And the guy is like, amefika mwisho, because when you're going through such a condition, it is incumbent upon the person who is taking you to understand that this deals with both health and emotions. It is not just something that you wake up one day and you want it to happen or you can reverse. No, sometimes when you are not even able to perform, it is an embarrassment. It is something that makes people feel like, yeah. And what happened is that this lady, I don't know what is the difference between ladies and mouth. Sijuangi, because hawezi nyamaza, anaambia kila mtu. And the lady pretended to be, these people who are God fearing, ni nini nini. Lakini mzee si alikuwa na kama kona cabinet ya wine. Kumbe madam hawezi onyeshwa kubugia. She's good in that. Every other time she gets tipsy, reminds the guy, oh, you're not able to perform. So the neighbors have come to realize that the guy has been single for the longest time because he's not a performer. So imagine you are negotiating or you are just arguing with somebody, they raise their voice to the high heavens, and everybody is like, oh, ha. Ukinapita hapo asubuhi unagurumisha gari, alafu watu unakuta watu wanacheka wanafanya hivi and you are sure hauwezi hama juu huko ni kwako. Unajua kama ni apartment unaweza sema hapa sikai tena na hama, lakini kama ni kwako, it's a gated community. Mtu ana raise voice, watu wanakuja kujionea, and then watu wenye wanakuja kujionea hata hawezi hama pia juu hata wao ni kwao. So I am calling upon people who, after hearing that somebody has a problem, are quick to, yeah, I can manage. I have stayed for 5 years single, 10 years single. I have not had sex for 10 years. This is what some of the ladies will say. But that is true. It is half truth anyway. Because, look, the human mind is programmed on the basis of either scarcity or abundance. If there is no abundance, that means there is scarcity. And there is a way human beings program their minds. If you do not have a man, for example, you don't go sleeping around with anybody, and you program your mind, no sex, no life, hakuna nini, until you get married, until you get a partner. You get the point? So you have programmed your mind. That is why haikusumbui. The same thing to men. But the moment you get a partner, the mind is already reactivated. I told you that the moment you are closest to getting something, that is when the desire gets activated in abundance. So what happens is that when these ladies come, they have that, there is no scarcity, especially for resources, and they are like, hapa hakuna kitu mtu anakosa, hakuna stress, hakuna nini. But there is one primary thing that is lacking: you and him being in consistent in bed. So the guy will feel like he's not a performer, and if you're not wise enough, you will make him feel that he is not man enough. And that is what this lady did. And our guy is very frustrated, anasema this message should just go to, he doesn't even want to date right now, he wants to take his time off because the lady has actually freezed his mind, you know. And I have always opined on this show, if you have not gauged yourself, you know, there is something we call instant gratification. The moment you're hungry, you feel like you can eat anything in the world. Wait until you take a few bites here and there and you're like, kumbe ni njaa ilikuwa inanisumbua. Other times you feel like you're in love with somebody and maybe you just need something, you just need some comforting, maybe you're going through hard times. That is why the decision for a marriage partner is the second most important decision after making a decision to get born again and to avoid hellfire. I'm saying this because the decision, the first decision I'm saying, imagine you will spend eternity where you deserve, where you made a choice to. Nobody will go to heaven or hell by mistake. It will all be a decision that people make here on earth. The same thing, and that will be eternity. For eternity, forever and ever. In the same way, there will be a decision for a marriage partner. Nobody is forced, nobody is coerced. You are just recommended. Unaambiwa angalia huyu anaweza kuwa mzuri, angalia huyu anaweza kuwa mzuri, then you make the final decision. So that person, you will live with them for the rest of your lives until death do you part, or even divorce, or even separate. So instead of being in a hurry, that's why I advise you, even the people I bring on the show, no matter how healthy they are or wealthy, make sure you investigate them. Enda kwa mpango pole pole tu, hakunanga haraka. Nobody is desperate. Si unaona hata watu wa 81 years bado wanapata matches on the show, watu wa 70 years wanapata matches. Hakuna haraka, hakuna, nobody is in an emergency. Hapana. Nobody. This is not a blood transfusion. It's not a matter of life and death. And I've always said it is better to be alone than with the wrong person. The wrong person will give you the wrong reasons for life. You will hate everything, you will hate your life. Instead of that, take your time. That's why hata watu wenye naonanga mtu akisema the show is 8 months na sasa sijawahi pata mtu, relax. God's time is the best. There is no need of getting somebody and then getting embarrassed. So I encourage you, just relax. Take your time, choose, don't simp, don't even show desperation. I have said here time and again that nobody and nobody on this show has what we call time lapse. Hakuna mtu ati amechelewa. Don't let people make you feel that. We have different time frames. Our blessings are different. They come at different appointed times. So please relax. Don't be under pressure. Usijipigishe mawe ukijaribu kubembeleza mtu. If that person is not putting in the same energy, that means you will be the person who will be putting energy the rest of your lives. Inertia determines momentum. Inertia is the force with which we start, and momentum is the force that sustains motion. In other words, how we start determines how we end. How we proceed is determined by how we start. So let it be equal. Show some energy, he shows some energy. She shows some energy, you show some energy in return. The role of reciprocity, una reciprocate. Okay, so I am feeling for him, and I am just doing this video to call out people who feel that they can be able to manage somebody. Maybe somebody has a problem, an addiction, a disease, and then 3 months, 2 months down the line, you realize that you are made for more or you deserve better. You should have known before you engaged, because in as much as you can move on very fast, maybe the other person will not be able to move on very fast, or else he will not be interested or she will not be interested anymore. Okay, so take care of that, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I want you to send a word of encouragement to him, especially that he will be watching this show. And alikuwa amepea watu wengi namba ya simu, na sasa anasema wacha kwanza relax. Let him relax first, because that lady amemwaibisha. Watu wamejua venye yeye anakuanga. You know, that's also something you go telling people. Anyway, that's it. Until next time, God bless you. Bye bye.